Our phones are pocket-sized supercomputers with professional-grade cameras and battery for days. But without the best Android apps to take advantage of it, what would be the point? There are millions upon millions of Android apps that transform our phones from shiny glass slabs into productivity powerhouses, and over the last year, these are the apps that have seized the day and made our lives easier, faster and better. So now that you have one of the best Android phones of the year, make sure you download all of the best Android apps. Hey guys, this is Dhruval Patel. Welcome to my channel Technocrat Dhruval. In this video, I will show you the best free Android apps in the year 2020. So watch this video till the end, cause I am going to cover each and every category your Android system has. Before we begin, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Follow me on Instagram at Technocrat_Dhruval. So now, without keeping you all waiting, let's get started. Who needs a personal assistant when you have services like Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa available wherever you go? These types of apps aim to help alleviate the stresses and pressures of your day-to-day life to make things easier. From automation to smart home products and everything in between, these apps allows you to get work done with some help. So here are the best assistant apps. Number 1, Google Assistant. Number 2, Amazon Alexa. The keyboard on your smartphone is one of the most used apps daily. It's the first thing to pop up when your friends send you a message, if you need to reply to an email, or if you just need to get your thoughts out. But the great thing is that there's a keyboard app that works for everyone, regardless of what something basic, or if you want to go to the extremes of customization. So here are the best keyboard apps. Number 1, Gboard. Number 2, Chroma. Number 3, SwiftKey, and for better spell check, number 4, Grammarly. While the Google app makes it easy to quickly search something, your mobile browser handles much of the heavy lifting. Some of these mobile browsers have become too powerful that you can install extensions, while others provide the most private browsing experience. So here I present the best browsers. Number 1, Brave Privacy Browser. Number 2, Samsung Internet Browser. Number 3, Google Chrome. Number 4, Mozilla Firefox. Virtual private networks, VPN, are used for an array of reasons, including giving you the ability to hide your online identity. Another popular use for a VPN is to stream some TV shows while you are traveling abroad. These apps are all free, but there are subscriptions to consider if you want to securely browse everywhere. Number 1, ExpressVPN. Number 2, NordVPN. Number 3, Surfshark VPN. And number 4, IPVanish VPN. Although many of us have changed the way we use our phones, there's one thing that will never change. We download a lot of things. I am not just talking about applications, but also music files, documents, PDFs, or even new wallpapers. It's important to keep your file organized so you know where everything is, or get rid of those stale memes. So let's have a look at the best file management apps. Number 1, Explore File Manager. Number 2, Smart File Organization. Number 3, File Manager by Astro. Social media is a fickle sister. It can be a great source of news and information and an easy way to keep in contact with your friends. But it's also frustrating when the latest trends and memes clog up your timelines. Luckily, there are many different platforms to share your voice with like-minded people or create an awesome community. So let's see which those social media platforms are. Number 1, Reddit. Number 2, Instagram. Number 3, Twitter. Number 4, Snapchat. And number 5, Facebook. After years of potato pictures from mobile devices, we are finally at a point where our smartphones can take better pictures than some DSLR cameras. The Play Store opens the door for many different apps to take, edit and save these photos, which in some regards acts as a digital memory bank. The best photography apps are: number 1, Adobe Lightroom. Number 2, Google Photos. Number 3. Open camera. The biggest benefit of Android when compared to the competition is the ability to customize just about every aesthetic aspect of your device, from the widgets that you use to the way your app drawer looks and even your settings menu. There's a way to customize everything. These are the best apps that you can use to get the exact look that you want on your smartphone. Number 1. Smart Launcher 5. Number 2. Launch Chat 2. Number 3. Tap It. Number 4. Widgets. In addition to customizing your photo to your health content, you can take advantage of widgets to quickly digest various bits of information. Whether you are just looking to see what the weather forecast looks like or you need to see what's on the agenda for today, there's a widget for everything. Then other apps allow you to create your very own widget with any piece of information you can think of. So here are the best widget apps. Number 1. One Weather. Number 2. Calendar widget by Home Agenda. Number 3. Another widget. Absolutely, positively, under no circumstances should you have a note on your smartphone with passwords listed. Hackers are better than ever today and your personal information can be revealed easier than you think. However, if you have a password manager, those passwords can be analyzed and then you will be informed as to whether the password has been compromised. Then the app can help create a safe, secure and almost unbreakable password so your information doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Here are the best password managers. Number 1. 1Password. Number 2. LastPass Password Manager. Number 3. Dashlane Password Manager. Number 4. Enpass Password Manager. Let's be real, messaging is the primary way that just about everyone communicates. Thanks to the various apps and services, it's much easier to shoot your mom a text than to call her and sit on the phone for an hour or more. Not everything requires a phone conversation, and these messaging apps opens the door to easier communication with your friends, family, co-workers and others. So here are the best messaging apps. Number 1. Google Messages. Number 2. Slack. Number 3. SMS Organizer. Number 4. Telegram X. Number 5. Discord Chat for gamers. And number 6. Signal Private Messenger. Nobody wants to get caught in a rainstorm at the wrong time, and it's important to know whether you will need your coat or if it's shorts and sandals time. There are so many weather applications on the Play Store that it's rather difficult to find the diamond in the rough. Thankfully, there are few apps that stand alone from the pack while offering something unique. Here are the best weather apps. Number 1. AccuWeather. Number 2. Today Weather. Number 3. Radarscope. And number 4. Yahoo Weather. The world is moving at a more rapid pace than ever, and you don't want to miss out on that pertinent news being talked around the office. There are news apps from dedicated sources, but having an aggregator persists the non-essential news from the essential. You can use an app that lets you aggregate the news you care about from the sources you trust in a clean layout. Here I present the best news apps. Number 1. Google News. Number 2. Feedly, Smarter News Reader. Number 3. Smart News, Local Breaking News. Number 4. InnoReader. There is something special about holding a physical book in your hand and turning the pages while diving deeper and deeper into a story. However, in this day and age, you can have an entire library of books saved directly on your phone. Whether you want to read a book on your lunch break or catch up on a comic book series, these apps make it easy. So here are the best reading apps. Number 1. Audible. Number 2. Comics by Comixology. Number 3. Moon Plus Reader. Much of the world gets consumed by their favorite sports, from soccer to the NFL and everything in between. Thanks to the selection of apps in the Play Store, you can follow them all. Whether you want to know if your top fantasy pick got injured or if you want to catch the highlights from last night's game, these apps make it possible. Let's have a look at the best sports apps. Number 1. The Score, live sports scores, news, stats and videos. Number 2, ESPN. Number 3, Sleeper, fantasy football leagues. And number 4, Yahoo Sports. Streaming services are the way of the future, and these days there is a streaming service available for everyone. While the old-time sitcoms and movies are great, these streaming companies are pushing new and original content that takes advantage of 4K HDR playback and tells some of the best stories. Then others gives you a platform to make your own videos and share them with the world. Here are the best video streaming apps. Number 1, Netflix. Number 2, Disney Plus. Number 3, YouTube. And number 4, HBO Max. Regardless of whether you are on a road trip or just trying to hunker down and get some work done, music makes the world go round. These music streaming services gives you the largest library of songs that you can imagine and make products like the iPod look like a faint relic of the past. Just open the app, pick the song that stuck in your head and belt out the lyrics like there's no tomorrow. So here are the best music apps. Number 1, Spotify. Number 2, YouTube Music. Number 3, Apple Music. Number 4, Tidal Music. Radio stations can be annoying with the ads that come every couple of minutes, often lasting longer than the show you are listening to. Podcast gives you access to radio shows that you care about and make it so that you can either sit back and enjoy a simple conversation or listen to a riveting story that spans multiple episodes. These are the best podcast apps. Number 1, Pocket Cast. Number 2, Google Podcast. Number 3, Podcast Edit. And number 4, Castbox. With all the devices booted up around you and the screens that are always ready to turn on, it can be tough to get a good night's rest. However, the Play Store features some applications that can help you fall asleep while analyzing how you sleep and providing ways to improve. Here are the best sleep tracking apps. Number 1, Sleep Cycle, sleep analysis and smart alarm clock. Number 2, Sleep Sounds. Number 3, Sleep Time. And number 4, Sleep as Android. Mindless YouTube videos and video games don't do much to keep your mind sharp. At the end of the day, your mind is the most powerful tool that everyone has, and it's important to keep it sharpened. These tools let you step away from your phone or work as an extension to help you keep your mind at ease. These are the best mental health apps. Number 1, Action Desk, digital well-being and screen time helper. Number 2, Headspace. Number 3, Dailyo, diary, journal, mood tracker. One of the most popular New Year's resolutions is to start hitting the gym to either bulk up or lose some weight. However, some apps make it so you don't even have to step foot in a gym if you want to lose weight at your own pace. And what better way to do so? Ultra powerful applications that are tailored to your needs. Here are the best workout apps. Number 1, Google Fit. Number 2, Nike Training Club, workouts and fitness guidance. Number 3, MyFitnessPal. It happens all the time. You start adding items to your to-do list, but they will end up being forgotten, and then you have to rush and do everything at once. Or maybe you just need a way to take a quick note for easy access later. These productivity apps will help you to make sure that you keep track of your menial tasks or more in-depth projects. The best to-do apps are: number 1, Todoist. Number 2, Google Keep. Number 3, Grow, habit tracking. Emails are simply the worst form of communication. Instead of getting the spam flyers in your mailbox, you now get ads and spam in your email box. However, some rely so heavily on email that it's become a way of life, and those folks need app that makes organization and consolidation of emails easy so that you can finally achieve the fabled inbox zero. Here are the best email apps. Number 1, Google Gmail. Number 2, Microsoft Outlook. Number 3, Newton Mail. Unless you have lived in the same place for the last 15 to 20 years, chances are that you don't remember the right road to take to get somewhere new. Or maybe you need to get a ride from the train station to the hotel and you didn't rent a car and don't want to hail a cab. These traveling apps make it easy to do anything that you need to do. The best apps for driving. Number 1, Google Maps. Number 2, Uber. Number 3, Maps.me. Nobody wants to miss that important doctor's appointment, but you don't have it written down somewhere. It's a possibility. Having a mobile calendar makes it possible to quickly and easily organize your day while being reminded about that important meeting. These apps can be tailored to your needs, showing you the most important information about how your day is going to go. Here are the best calendar apps. Number 1, Google Calendar. Number 2, A Calendar. And number 3, Digital Calendar Agenda. You don't want to be stuck in the dark trying to find that file that you could have sworn you downloaded but has been buried. Our smartphones are literal pocket computers and it's important to keep those downloaded files nearly organized. Plus, it's always nice to be able to have an app analyze your files and photos and offer to delete them without you going through them one by one. Here are the best apps to backup files. Number 1, Google Drive. Number 2, Microsoft OneDrive. Number 3, Dropbox. Nobody likes forgetting that idea or thought or reminder to get something done. Or maybe you want to brainstorm some ideas verbally instead of putting them in something like a Google Doc or Task Manager. Voice recorders make it easy to start them up and just like talking, and some of them even cut out the silence during your breaks. These are the best voice recorder apps. Number 1, Google Recorder. Number 2, Smart Recorder. Number 3, Idea Note. So guys, that's all from this video. I have tried to cover as many categories as I can. I hope this video will help you make your Android life easier. Thanks for watching. Like this video and share this useful content with everyone. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then please hit the red subscribe button down below and don't forget to hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload new video. Also follow me on Instagram at Technocrat_Dhruval. We'll see you guys in the next useful video. Till then, stay safe and stay motivated. Peace.